we had a light just burn out. You know how lights do that? So they don't last forever. You can't shine forever. You know, you can't shine forever. You can't be top dog forever.
Can't be top dog forever.
And the same concept goes for lights. We had some lights just burn out, and I thought it was gonna work to my advantage and make this look a little better. But now that I'm, looking into the camera here, might look worse. So that's just a quality update here on the set, on the studio here. Quality's going the wrong way. Quality's going the wrong way. Let's see here. I wanted to talk today about The Ranch, the TV show. A lot of you may not know this. I am a Netflix show extraordinaire enthusiast. And I've seen a lot of Netflix shows, bruh. And I think there's no one more fit to review them. I'm going to just quickly review The Ranch. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without any spoilers, but let's see where we get in this video. First of all, I just want to say that the most recent season of The Ranch is what has, it's surrounded by some controversy, right? Some of you may know what I'm talking about, some of you may not. First of all, there's a character known as Rooster, who is debatably the funniest character in the show. And his dynamic with another character known as Colt, his brother, that dynamic is definitely the funniest part of the show. Now, Rooster, the person who played Rooster, his name is Danny Masterson or something like that in real life. Now, there were some allegations that came out against him. I'm not educated on that, so I don't want to speak on that at all. I don't know what the case resulted in. I don't know if he's guilty or if he's innocent or what. If it was just allegation, if it's still unproven, I don't know. I don't know what the end of that story is. I'm interested in The Ranch. I'm interested in the show The Ranch and his character Rooster. I'm not interested in the real life guy. So I haven't been researching, what happened or what the results of that case were. Maybe if you know, you can just leave a little comment. The point is, the show made the decision to not bring him back for the most recent season that they just produced. They did not have him on, and they killed the Rooster guy off, but they killed him off in such a way as there was no real proof that his character died. The other characters were left sort of wondering, that kind of had a hunch, like, okay, he's not there anymore, he's dead. But also there was no actual proof. His body wasn't found. So I don't know if they did that because they might potentially bring him back someday. But they didn't permanently kill him off, I guess. But he was not in or a part of the most recent season, and I don't know what the story will be like continuing. But my point is, as far as from a show standpoint, from The Ranch and from the character Rooster standpoint, the show cannot continue at the same quality as it did without him, without his character. I would say, I would honestly prefer a different actor playing Rooster than the route that they took, because they took such a brutal and dark route that just didn't seem to fit the show. Didn't seem to fit the normal feeling of the show. They had established sort of a feeling that you get when you watch the show, and then the most recent season, when they're killing off Rooster, the best, funniest character on the show, it takes kind of a dark turn, and it makes you feel like, is this really The Ranch? Is this The Ranch? Not as I love and know it as. Sure isn't. I would have preferred a different actor in there as playing Rooster. over what they did. They brought Dax Shepard in. He's an actor. And his character honestly isn't bad. I didn't hate his character. I think it's kind of cool that they brought him in, but it doesn't make up for the loss of Rooster. Now, I don't want to completely hate on it because the writing is still good. The show still gets your emotions involved. It still makes you want to watch, still makes you want to know what happens next. They're good writers, and that definitely still shows in the most recent season without Rooster, but it's something so hard to do, to continue a show and have it be as liked as it was when you had such an established and such a liked character. Rooster was a very liked character. One person has a lot of power. One person has a lot, they can dictate sort of the way something goes. One person can. I've seen it in sports. I've seen one individual play a huge, huge role that's irreplaceable. And the team, if that individual does something that gets him kicked off the team, or maybe he just gets injured or something, and he can no longer continue, the team just simply won't be the same without that individual, right? Try and replace them all you want. Try to do this or that. Try to change your offense. Try to change your defensive scheme. No matter what you try to do, it just will not be the same. That happens in sports. That happens in shows, baby. That happens in shows. The point of this isn't to try and stick up for Danny Masterson and say he shouldn't have been fired. Like I said, don't know what happened there. I don't know his real life story and what he did and what he is maybe guilty or not guilty of. I don't know. All I know is he's fired. He's off the show. And the show will simply not be the same and will not be as good, will not be as enjoyable without his character known as Rooster. It just won't. I gave it a shot. I gave it a chance. I was like, okay, and I heard the news before that season came out. So a lot of people were just shell shocked. They're like, oh my gosh, they're killing him off? They're killing Rooster off? I would have hated to be that surprised, but I knew it was coming. I heard, long before the most recent season was released. So I knew it was coming. I knew that was going to be the thing. I just didn't know how they were going to continue. So it was very interesting to try and watch and see what they did and how they reacted to that staff change. And I don't think they did a poor job. It may kind of sounded like I was trying to say they did a really poor job at it. They did okay. But my point is, it just can't be the same without Rooster. Can't be the same without that character. Even if they bring him back, that's going to be another hard thing to do. You're gonna have to continue to be really creative with your writing. Oh my gosh, we thought you were dead. We thought you flew off of a mountain and died. And now here you are, standing before us today. I don't know. If you're a ranch fan, then I feel you. The show really isn't the same. The show isn't really good anymore. And that's okay. There are plenty of other shows. So mamas, don't watch The Ranch. I don't know whose fault it is. The first thing I said on this beast was I don't know anything about the situation in real life. I'm simply talking about the show. I don't know whose fault it is, but the show is ruined. All points have been made. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and smash.
Yippee-ki-yay, when the roundup ends. Yippee-ki-yay, and the can